Good morning and welcome back, my friends. Now, please observe, I have made a strategic change in the presentation of my videos now onwards. In the presentation of my course videos, I have made a strategic change in the sense that my videos so far were of the duration 1 hour plus or even 1 hour 30 minutes like that. I have made that policy to bring it into smaller duration videos. Like each videos from now onwards will be of maximum of 10 to 12 minutes. All the videos I have now bifurcated into smaller chunks so that each video will be maybe 10 or at the maximum 12 minutes. So as a result, the number of chapters which I have cited as 41 in the case of this Rust programming inside out will definitely increase. So that's why I have made the caption Rust programming inside out chapter 4 of 41 plus. I don't know exactly how much it will go because I have changed the entire videos into smaller portions. So the number of chapters will be more than 41. That's why I have made it as 41 plus. So today I am uploading Rust programming inside out chapter 4 of 41 plus. Please enjoy this video. It will be very much different from my earlier videos. Now in this video, I am describing floating point types. Floating point, I am introducing floating point types. And an example of float type is discussed at length. And finally, I am now bringing you to the point of what is called macro in Rust. We are now discussing the println macro and its syntax in great detail. Now, please listen to the video. It's that very short, 11 minutes or maybe 12 minutes at the maximum. Fine. Good luck. Floating point types. Floating point types. Rust also has two primitive types for floating point numbers, comma, which are numbers with decimal points, full stop. Rust floating point types are F32 and F64, comma, which are 32 bits and 64 bits in size respectively. Fine, full stop. The default type is F64, comma, because on modern CPUs, it is roughly the same speed as F32, but is capable of more precision. Fine. Here is an example that shows floating point numbers in action. It is an example that shows floating point numbers in action. Fine. Yeah. An example on float type. We are now discussing an example on float type. Very simple it is. Fn main function. Fn for function, main function. All are in lowercase. On the same line, open the brace. Next line, let result is equal to 10.00 semicolon. See, result is the variable name. In this declaration, we have not mentioned the type. Why? We have not mentioned the type. Why? F64 by default. Since by default it is an F64 type, there is no need of explicitly mentioning the type. By default it is F64. Okay, fine. That is the reason why we have not mentioned the type explicitly. Otherwise, you can put a colon and keep the type. Okay, fine. Look. Yes, the reason I have mentioned F64 by default. Full stop. Now, change 10.00 to another value like 10.25 and check the result. Since the result was, see the variable we have assigned with 10.00, look at the result. The result value, the output, the result value is 10. The zeros have been dropped. There is absolutely no harm in that. The zeros have been dropped. On the other hand, if you are putting it as 10.25, if the assignment is 10.25, the result you will be getting as 10.25 itself. I will show that. Okay, fine. Next, let interest colon F32 is equal to 8.35 semicolon. Here the type is F32. We have specifically mentioned that. So let the interest which is of type F32 colon F32 is equal to 8.35 semicolon. Here we have mentioned the type clearly. Okay. Next, let cost colon F64 is equal to 15,000.610 semicolon. Look. Let cost colon F64. The type is F64. So F64, we have mentioned the F64. So F64 and then it's equal to 15,000.610 semicolon. Double precision. Now change the value of 15,000.610 to a value like 15,000.615 and check the result. See, I have given an idea, a suggestion I have given like this. Since it was 15,000.610, see the output is cost is 15,000.61. The zero has again been dropped. The zero has again been dropped. Okay. If it was if you are keeping it is 615 or 6154 like that, the entire decimal part would have come in the output. Fine. It's very simple to understand that logic. Now look, println macro in bracket. Result value is this placeholder. So within that much is within double quote, comma, result, close the bracket, semicolon. Again, println macro, again in bracket, within double quote, interest is the placeholder. Then that much is within double quote, comma, interest, close the bracket, semicolon. Then println macro in bracket, within double quote, cost is then this placeholder. So the whole thing is within double quote, comma, cost, close the bracket, semicolon. So the placeholder is nothing but a pair of braces or a pair of curly brackets, empty curly brackets. That's the placeholder. The value in result will come and sit in the placeholder like that. You know the mechanism. Whatever is after the comma, its value will come and sit in the placeholder. Okay, fine. It's very simple. Then next, last, this is the closing brace. Closing brace for the main. Closing brace, fine. It's very simple a program. So now look, we have saved everything. Then we will just run it, run icon. Yeah. Result value is 10. Result value is 10. See, as I told you, this zeros has been dropped. Result value is 10. Interest is 8.35. It is as such 8.35. Fine. The other one, cost is 15,000.61. It was actually 610 we gave in the assignment, but we have got the output as 0.61. Now look, I will make a small change. See, instead of 10.00, I will make it as 10.25. I will make it as 10.25. And instead of 610, I will make it as 615. Let us make it as 615. Look. So here we have made a small change. The zeros has been replaced with the other numbers. Fine. Now look, we will just save everything. Now again we will run it. Yeah, see, result value is 10.25. It is no longer 10 only, see, because otherwise in this previous case it was 0, so we dropped that. But here it is 10.25. Interest is 8.35. Again, cost is 15,000.615. because it is no longer 610, it is 615. Okay, you understand the difference. If it's a whole number, it will be placed, it will be as such. If it is 0, there is no harm in dropping it. So we will come back to the original position. 10.00, this one was 610. This is the way it was originally. So we will again save it. Yeah, result value is 10. Interest is 8.35. Cost is 15,000.61. 0 has been conveniently dropped. There is no harm in that. Okay, it's a very simple program. Now we will come to an end.
Yeah, what is a macro? What is a macro? Look, using the println macro syntax. Look, using the println macro, it's a syntax. Fine. Look, Rust provides a powerful macro system that allows meta programming. Full stop. As you have seen in the previous examples, comma, macros look like functions, comma, except that their names ends with a bang. Look, within bracket I have put an exclamation mark. So that is what, see, the macros will be ending with a exclamation mark like this, comma, but instead of generating a function call, comma, macros are expanded into source code that gets compiled with the rest of the program, full stop. Therefore, they provide more runtime features to a program, unlike functions, full stop. Macros are an extended version of functions. Look, macros are an extended version of functions. It's very simple. See, println macro. Look, we have put println, after that the exclamation mark. Then parenthesis. Put a semicolon like this. This will print just one new line. Just a new line. Next, println macro in bracket with the double quote hello. Close the bracket, put semicolon. Semicolon is a must after all the program statements in Rust. So again, println in bracket with the double quote. Within double quote, we have put hello, then semicolon. It will print. It prints simply hello. Next, println macro in bracket within double quote. Format. See, after that a pair of braces, a pair of curly brackets. After that arguments. Look, so format arguments. In between there is a pair of curly brackets. That much is within double quote, comma, then another string sum, SOM sum. That's also within double quote. Close the bracket, semicolon. Fine. This will print. See, prints format some arguments. That means within that curly brackets, this sum has been replaced. Within the curly brackets or braces. That's it. Format, a pair of curly brackets, then arguments. That much is within double quote. Then after that, comma, sum. This is a string sum within double quote. Close the bracket, semicolon. So it will prints format sum arguments. That means this sum has been replaced within the curly brackets. That's it. Fine. It's a very simple example. We will come through more serious examples later. Fine.